I'm a little bit fact, but mostly fiction. I'm your operator, here to facilitate these calls that call you. Now, as your ambassador of the exchange, your diplomat to discourse, it is my distinct pleasure to bid you welcome to the Toll Switch.
Greetings, ladies and listeners. You're in at the Switch. Imagine, if you will, a city suddenly shrouded by darkness. The bright lights of Broadway killed like a candle. Standing alone, suspended in disillusion, you process. The great nothing has become the everything. A void where Gotham once was, and there you are, waiting to breathe. Waiting to be, waiting for the faint flickers that predict a flood. Nary a spark. And then the fragments form, fragments of the light you gave, and soon they become the sight you get. And just like that, as clear as a tear, you begin to realize the light that can soon be. Signal, return. Tonight's call brings us Buddha, a hip-as-heck, tired-as-hell black man born of bruise and brass. He's long searched inside that saxophone of his for the perfect series of notes to reflect a far-from-perfect existence. A past ridden with open wounds, some of them a birthright, some self-inflicted as well as self-infected. But as the darkness descends, the blessed fragments form. Signal, return. You see, in the cruel recesses of a New York winter, the sky, she sang Buddha's song. Awakened upon a certain bridge, it was due time for Buddha to get to mending another. Parks, his baseline, moreover his lifeline, is about to hear of the exquisitely odd lights that came for Buddha, and the message that was in them for him as well, so long as he can open a heart scarred by his brother's hurt to hear it.
Connecting. One moment, please.
Hello?
Parks.
Who this?
Lazarus.
The hell you say?
No. Don't hang up, brother. We getting the band back together. Got to. It's truth. Unfinished business. This is bigger than the bad blood that I spilled. They're here, Parks. They're here, man.
Who is here, Buddha?
The future. Bright as Broadway. And they here for us because we brighter than the rest. I understand what this is going to sound like, but somehow I need you to unknow what you know, Parks. What you know to be me, what you know to be what I done to myself, to you.
You nodding on that stage sick, blowing like you was born with broken lips during the most important gig of our lives. Even your junk ain't strong enough to shoot that shit away. We done.
We ain't, man. Listen to me. Area 51 has become Area 52nd Street, Parks. Life from another planet, here and now.
Wow. Must be a new brand for Buddha, huh? Other shit make you sick and weak, but this brown gone made you crazy.
We've been watched and we've been tapped. They are here for our music, for that blues that only you can run and only I can blow. They gave me my legs back, brother. Lazarus rose and Lazarus walks.
My mama done taught me to forgive. But she also taught me to never be no sucker, Buddha. Cut the goddamn church talk and tell me why you called. I said we know more. I meant we know more.
They gave me something. They gave us something. Right now, sight unseen, there is a universe with hope out there. For us. Why I call? I call because of that hope.
Man, I ain't got time for this abstract T-written ramble. Cut straight or cut out.
Ain't no T, just a consequence of clarity, man.
Oh, that what this is now.
The past ain't the future, and the future, well, it's... Don't turn your back on me, brother, because this thing of ours, shit is about to hit orbit.
Buddha, I said no more.
And I listened. And when you said no more, I said no more. I went there to jump. At Bridge, I was no good to no one, man. Destined to be just another gone, junky Negro the world wouldn't know well enough to have a need to ever forget. So I figured, why not get where I was going and get it done? And then they came to me. The lights came to me. The lights above, way above, space above, Parks, bleeding into the night like some sort of liquid dream, causing a calm in me, a calm I ain't known in my life. It was them speaking to me, leading me to them. I saw the lights. Then I heard them, Parks. I listened like my life depended on me. And they sang a blues like Bessie Smith on Sunday. They sang from outer space.
Buddha, what your life depends on ain't this. What your life depends on is kicking that shit out your system that attacks your veins and your mind, brother. You sick. It's got you. Can't you see?
I can see just fine.
Then stop. We ain't what we was. And watching you suffer, I suffered. And watching you hide inside a needle, I decided to exist in your absence.
I ain't absent. I'm here. In spirit, in blood, in flesh. I am present and I'm begging for the life that I forsake. You right. We ain't what we was. 'Cause we more. We bigger. We kings on a comet. You and I, we ain't made for this world.
Well, it's the only one I got.
That's where you're wrong, brother.
Oh, I'm wrong now.
You damn right you are. You said it yourself, remember? You and I were listening to Bird Live on the radio that night. You turned to me and you said something I would never forget. You turned to me and asked, what planet did this cat come from? What planet?
Right. And the answer to that?
The answer to everything is to find out.
He's dead, Buddha. 'Cause this here planet killed Brother Bird. Like I hope that it don't kill you.
He's alive in those lights. We are alive in those lights.
The lights, man, they chemical. If you fighting the fight, if you clean, then I'm proud of you. But those lights ain't nothing but that shit taking its last licks on its way out.
Don't dismiss this, Parks. I swear on Pop's eyes, my words is true.
I can't with this, Buddha. Your blues may be in them lights, but mine ain't.
You my brother?
Buddha.
Are you my brother?
Man, I always been. Damn it, you know that. Every day my mind kill you and every night my heart resurrect you. Yes, I'm your brother.
Then choose to see with me. Choose to see and hear with me, your brother. This is cosmic, man. This is true.
Buddha, we talking in circles, man. Why would I forego common sense to believe all this?
Proof.
Proof.
Proof that the improbable can quickly be transformed into the undeniable. When I followed the lights off that bridge, they led me somewhere.
Where they lead?
Round about midnight, round about Washington Square, a club filled with faces that were there for me, solely for me, wholly for me. Faces that weren't us, but yearned for us. And there I stood before them, a righteous Buddha, the sinner that would be their saint.
Ain't no saints walking among the squalor, Buddha. Just a whole lot of crass and sass barking nigga this and nigga that.
So you done resigned then, huh?
Resign to what?
Nigga this and nigga that. You done resigned. I tell you that there is something better than beautiful out there waiting for us, and you tell me nothing but to let you die among the dead. With that, I ain't gonna do, man. I hurt you before, but if I could help you now, I figure that puts me back at 500 and standing.
500, huh?
They don't have what we have, but they did what we do. They hear us. They need us. Our sound called them. That's why they are among us. We give them our heart, our souls, our song. We free them from the confines of their very definition.
And what's in it for us?
I walked up, stage center, and I blew that blues that rang from sky to skyline to street light, and it was familiar, like a heartbeat. Free from the madness, free from the junk. It wasn't me, it was us. All that we worked on and worked for, it was us. And I was sick no more. Those lights were my soul, transcribed into transcendence. What's in it for me? For you? More than I could spit. More than you could process.
Buddha, the lines, the seemingly infinite lines. I drew them. Backdrops of the sweet and the dissonant. Straight and skewed.
Beyond that 4-4.
Man, I've strut, and I've crawled by your side in efforts to offer you breath to speak your truth. To sing of all those grays within the blacks and whites. I've been your base. I be your base. But I ain't immune. You gots to heal, as not to hurt.
Just come downtown. You see a trace of that shit in my eyes, you don't walk away, you run. But if you know me again, like you knew me when we was young brothers before I was the man that let you down, you stay.
And we talk orbit.
You damn right we do. I'm told tonight there will be a sign, and I wait for what I don't know.
There was a cat I met in the automat during a blackout once. Said darkness is the universe's sleight of hand. That in light, he persists. In light, we persist. I never knew what he meant by that. Where do we meet? Never mind. I believe I'll find you.
One day we are just here, wherever here actually is. In a scheme grand or small, we are in this world. A greatly flawed one not belonging to us, but belonging entirely to the illusions which we fill it with. We inhabit this world alongside said illusions. We wish, we congratulate, and kill ourselves 1,000,000 times over. and over and over and over. But it's the in-between that breeds definition. The universe shall answer in its own time, whether we come at it with open arms to the ether or find cracks in the stones which we take up to defy. True self can often be found within one rapturous surrender to just how grand our smallness can be inside of it. We should not breathe for the hatred of what we don't know, but lose our last breath shouting out at the not knowing. Be defiant, be as beautiful as you were born, and know that inevitably every signal bears a return. And with that, you are off the hook, ladies and listeners. But as I leave you, I ask you this. Is it possible that one day we will see our colors the way Buddha saw those colors on that bridge, as nuanced notes shaping the beautiful melody of a fractured existence? Then, all at once, that receiver in your hand will offer the commerce of revolution, with me within, waiting to facilitate the transaction. All those negative signals of our world met with the return of a humanity that shall find its way to be reborn as luminous. This is your operator, disconnecting. Good night.
Thank you for listening. This has been a Toll Switch Studios original podcast production. It Sang from Outer Space stars Whitney Hudson as the operator, Stephen R. Pedler as Buddha, and Devin M. Finley as Parks. This episode was written, directed, and produced by Thomas Justino and executive produced and edited by Mike Harry. Mixed by Michael Keir, and original music composed, arranged, and produced by Ananth Sundara. And I'm Noah Vanderveer Harris. If you're enjoying listening to the Toll Switch podcast, please follow us, drop us a review, and spread the word so we can connect with others as we have connected to you. This is Toll Switch Studios, signing off.